Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Wednesday afternoon here inside the studio. Got a loaded one for you today. We've got Gentry Williams tape. Now, I teased this a little bit on our Tuesday or Monday. Now, Monday, did I rank all of the transfers? I think it was. Monday night's live show talked about this, teased this tape that was coming up. This is one of the more twitchy athletes we will watch at the defensive back position this cycle that Georgia added, right? We watched the two safeties, Jamarly Riddle. We watched Khalil Barnes from Clemson. This is more of a cornerback prospect, or at least was at Oklahoma. That's the other thing to talk about. It's very interesting. We're going to be watching 2023 Big 12 tape. Like, we're going back in the reserves. Reason being, didn't play a lot in 2024 and didn't play a lot in 2025. Now, when you hear that, you immediately think, okay, we've been injured. Good news, bad news. Bad news, haven't played a lot of football as of late. Good news, it was a lingering shoulder injury that we presumed to have been fixed. Finally addressed it with a surgery and assume it's going to get better and be solidified. Now, the other good news is I just talked about how twitchy this athlete is. It's an upper body injury. I ain't all that worried about it. If you told me we had two knee injuries, I'd be like, whoa. A little bit different, okay? So a relatively experienced, older football player. Sources told me this was let's take a stab at an older football player and hope we get one of these Tyke Smith type of turnouts. Hope we get one of these Keontae Scott at Miami type of turnouts, right? Hope we get a veteran football player that's still got some great football left in him, and hopefully we get it right here in Athens, right? Hey, got a couple of rules around here. If you're new to the network, welcome in. Hey, if you learned anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learned anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Jonathan, I think we're out of news breaking time, but I'm going to leave my phone at the desk. I hope you can take care of it. I would assume you can. If not, we got Christian Kirby hanging out somewhere, I would imagine. All right, now, Oklahoma doesn't really do what you do. They play a lot of zone coverage. All right, you're more of a cover 7 mixed match football team, that kind of stuff. But we talked about it the other night during our live stream. I know if you come from Oklahoma, I don't know if you can handle what we do, but I know you can handle a lot. You know what I mean? I know you can process overload. We can give you a lot of information, and you should be able to obtain it, or attain it, I should say. He's up here at the top of your screen. He rocks number 9. Impossible to miss. We always love a good drip football player around here. It's kind of the rules, all right? I like the long white socks. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, couple of things I love about this rep. First and foremost, we get a run fake, right, Jonathan? All right, we get a run fake. It's not even a run fake. It is run. We're going flea flicker right here, first play of the football game from TCU, okay? Trick play. Now, let's go watch him. He's got his eyes in the backfield, right, Jonathan? All right, but no trigger at all. We don't bite on this double move at all. We don't bite on the play fake at all. And we change directions really, really well in this rep. Watch how many times we flip our hips, right? We open to the field, or to the middle of the field right now in a cover 3 structure. We have this corner's butt to the sideline, this corner's butt to the sideline, one middle field safety, okay? Butt to the sideline first and foremost. Then we're going to get outside leverage from the speed out right now from the wide receiver. We're going to open our hips to the sideline, right? Then boom, we want to resettle and get our hips back and eyes back to the quarterback because we've got a flea flicker, right? What I'm showing you right now is this ability to flip our hips and maintain good body posture and good athleticism, which is what he's got going on, okay? And we get to see him re-pedal there, right? Get to see him chest back towards the quarterback right here and driving back vertically, all right, and continuing to play the ball. No need to watch the tights on any of these corner reps, by the way. We have a good, quick trigger up here, all right? That's why I said it's one of the twitchier athletes we'll evaluate here. I mean, we're in and out of that, and we're going to come down and strike. Now, what I would like to see here, Jonathan, is to get a little bit more of that thigh board, okay? If we're going to be an ankle biter, all right, I don't love ankle biters. I'm not going to lie to you, all right? We wouldn't be ankle biters, but I'd lie to you to be a knee biter. I'd allow you to be a thigh board biter, all right? But we can't be diving at shoestrings. We've got to be getting something. We got to get a chunk of something as we go by, okay? I would like to see a little bit more aggressive, right? We know the ball's coming now, right, Jonathan? So let's drive. I don't feel like we get fully into drive phase until like right there, right? We had an opportunity earlier to close a little bit more ground, I would imagine. Now this rep just says we got our leverage tested big time, okay? He's up here at the top. He will remain up there most of the time until they flip the quarter. He'll come down here at the bottom of your screen as the quarter changes, all right? Hey, that guy pressed our leverage inside, right, Jonathan? We got our chest to the sideline now, all right? And we got broke off on a dig. He really pressed our leverage is what I said right here, right? We got inside leverage to start the play. He's going to drive inwards. Okay, we're going to open to the sideline thinking he's driving a corner. In reality, he's running this dig. Okay? Now, another good thing that we chose this tape, okay, these TCU wide receivers are real in this class, okay? They got 2 NFL guys out there running around. It says quick recovery here by the kid, okay? Up here at the top again. Now we're in a little bump and run, right? Okay? Ooh, I feel like he got us on an inside move right here, but we closed ground pretty good. Do you see our inside foot kind of slip right there, Jonathan? It's not in the ground. Okay, we got beat right here, but look at the recovery. Right back onto the hip. We're good to go. By the way, this is why we don't break down a lot of corner tape, because it's a lot of this. Okay, good reps at corner, you just don't really get seen. Even when you get beat, sometimes you don't get seen. This note says, I love our leverage right here, okay? I think we got the backline dig working here from the number 1 wide receiver out on the top. So he's going to work outside, almost like he's selling the go or the fade ball, Jonathan, and then he's going to run that back line, all right? But look at our leverage the entire time. Do you think we're ready for that or what? I love our leverage right here. I love our anticipation of route concept. In the red zone, that's key. When we're in cover 0, which is what we're in, by the way, we got bump and run everywhere. We got no help at all. All right, so we got to play with good leverage, right? We got to use the sideline to our advantage, and we got to use route concepts and route identification to our advantage. But I think we get got here. I don't know if the ball comes to us. Yeah, but we're got right here, aren't we? Okay, we try to play with good inside leverage again, maybe expecting the same backline dig, but now we're giving up that pylon ball, all right? But I love our intensity to play through the whistle and assume the ball's coming. I hate when I watch football players like almost look like they take the rep off and then the ball comes and you can see their body language change and then they re-accelerate. No. We have to assume every ball is coming our way all times. That's what good football players do. It's a good recovery rep right here from him, okay? We're beat off the initial snap. If the ball were to arrive, we might have gotten beaten. But maybe we don't because we continue to play the rep, right? We continue to play the rep. We play through the hands right there with good timing. My notes just say he's twitchy as hell right here, okay? Now, how much of, 2 years removed from this, are we still the same guy? They're trying to double move us right now. We close it on both, right? We're in a zone drop right here. We have this deep third, okay? When he slants in, we have to squeeze on him. So watch. Here comes the slant. We squeeze a little bit, but it's a sluggo, right? It's a slant and go. They're trying to get me to bite down really, really hard on this slant and then run by me. Watch my recovery rep right here from Gentry Williams. That's as good as it gets from a double move stopping standpoint right there. We condense on the slant, all right? We get back on top of the go when he tries to double move us. A tremendous mover, right, Jonathan? That's what they recruit. That's what every defensive back coach needs and identifies and selects on the process and the trail. Okay? Got to have good movers. I like seeing this. I thought we went in here with some intentions right here. What you think? Wow. Okay. We're trailing the ball. We're not taking the rep off. A lot of corners take that rep off right there. We just saved a touchdown. Boom. Thought we had some general intention here to put our screws on the ball. I like that. We had some willingness and intent as a corner. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick break to give a big time shout out to our friends over at Sleeper, our premier sponsor on the year, and they're doing a great job. The number one place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. Over on Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded together. Use promo code Brooks today over on Sleeper and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. That's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Again, promo code Brooks on Sleeper gets you 100% deposit match today up to $100. Sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. I want to give you a quick tutorial of how friendly and how easy it is over there on Sleeper today. We're going to scroll over to the college football tabs at the top right there, and then you can see we've got all the quarterbacks ready for their pass yardage with their total yardages set. We've got rushing yardages for both quarterbacks and running backs, receiving yards, all that good stuff, passing touchdowns. And here's what I am looking at today, guys. Looks really, really juicy. Jamal Haynes, half a touchdown total in this matchup this weekend against Oklahoma. Come on, guys. One place to be this year, Sleeper. Promo code Brooks. We appreciate those guys. All right, we're beat off the line. Now we're down here at the nickel spot, okay? And I think we're beat off the line here, Jonathan, but I think we're extremely, extremely comfortable. I don't ever feel as if we panic, all right? And I feel as if the ball were to arrive, we're ready to play through the hands. But that's twice we've seen that inside foot kind of lag on him. Last time, that inside foot was way back, right? This time, it's just slow in transition. Now, we can't quite open our hips enough to get back into drive phase. We take an extra step, all right, to really drive our that knee up and get out of that stance. Now, we are slap run by right here, though, okay? Down here on the bottom now, like I told you, quarter change, okay? We are ran by right there. Now, I know the ball's going elsewhere, okay, but maybe it shouldn't have. I don't know why the quarterback went off of us really, really quickly. Also, I don't know what we got going on at Oklahoma. 2 safeties in between the hashes, not really good defense right here, okay? It's the thing I worry about, like with, now, I understand what he's doing now that you look at it, because he does have safety help right there, Jonathan. He thinks, hey, if he wants to go in, I'm going to force him. I'm going to play underneath here. I've got over-the-top help, all right? It was the difference, I thought, in 2023 Oklahoma defense and what they do now. All this mix, match, multiple coverages, they don't bust anymore. They're not. We haven't seen anything like that from Oklahoma in the last 18 months, where we're putting 2 safeties within 6 yards of each other. Those guys have the same responsibility. You can't tell me they don't. They're just doing it simultaneously, accidentally. I think we keep the cushion in our pedal really, really well. All right, this is what we call cushion on the channel. All right, and in football terminology, we've got about a 5-yard cushion right between me and the wide receiver as the ball is snapped. We want to maintain that cushion throughout the rep, right? We want to maintain that cushion. Even as he drives into it, all right, we want to keep it, all right? And then we want to drive down once the ball is thrown, if the ball gets thrown. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about maintaining the cushion right here. You notice, Jonathan, the wide receiver's pace right here changed a couple of times, as does our pedal. Watch, the wide receiver will get into drive phase, he'll kind of stutter, and then he'll get back into drive phase. Our hips have to do the same, right? So I'm checking movement patterns right now as an evaluator. Keeps that cushion really, really well and naturally. All right, we're up 42-17 already in this football game. My notes right here say, can we get more than a hand for some reason? Can we get a pad? All right, now I know what we're talking about. All right, hey, we got a hand right there, right? Can we get something? Can we get some flesh? Not just an arm tackle right here as a DB. I don't know where this number 9 is from TCU, but my God. I watched him, I'm like, sheesh, this dude can go. Now this is what I'm talking about, okay? This is a strike. This is what we got to have. All right, we've been talking about getting a little bit more, not just a little piece. I want a full piece of contact, Petey. I want ha-ha. You know what I mean? I want a full chunk. I want some contact, okay? That's more like it. We actually need to watch the tight here. And it's even better that it's a quarterback, right? If he wants to commit himself to running the football, let's get a piece. Now, what I will say is we're a little bit like we're not getting a bunch of contact on all these. We haven't missed one yet, you know. It looks like we might if we have a good ball carrier, all right, because that should not be a tackle in my opinion. You know what I mean? That should be a missed tackle. Put us back in 2. I know it's a tough angle right here. This should be a missed tackle down here on the bottom of your screen. This tight end's got to do something better than this, and we have to get a better piece of contact than that right there, right? He spun out of us, okay? Use the sideline as leverage, man. All right, a little bit grabby down here on the bottom. All right, the notes say cover with our feet, not with our hands. Okay, hands got to be within that first 5 yards. We want to get a stick if we can, but we're playing with good cushion right here. All right, here comes the hand. Now we're a little bit grabby, right? Let's get that out of there. We get called for PI right here. We do. Let's cover them with our body and with our leverage and with our feet, not with our hands. I think we're worried about the vertical right here down on the goal line. Get called for PI. Now, run support's important if you're going to be a Georgia football player, right, at all. I think we're way too aggressive. Whoa, we're in trouble now. I'm going to tell you, we're in trouble now. We're going to get bananaed, and we're going to get ran outside of. We cannot do that. I've seen Kirby pull corners for stuff like this, honestly. Okay? And more so, not necessarily pull them. I've seen him play corners because they do this the right way, right? I should say it that way. I felt like DeMello played last year as early as he did because of the way he set edges, because of the way he ran and helped out run support. I think Kirby's favorite corner of all time, if you put him on Truth Serum, would be Kamari Lassiter for the same exact reasons. They love corners that can tackle. The other reason is because everybody's putting corners in run support nowadays. Yep. Everybody. Now, I think context is key right here because I think this is really, really good coverage. All right, but this is a reception allowed right here for us. I think we're in the hip. I think we're absolutely in the hip. I think we're as good as we can get. Okay, we play topside leverage. We force the backside or back shoulder throw, and it's a great ball. Okay, it's a great ball, and our hands are even there. We even fight through the ball once it gets to the receiver. We play through the hands. It's just a great ball and a great catch. We have to live with that sometimes as a wide receiver. Other reason I don't do a lot of DB breakdown tape, honestly, Jonathan, is because I don't have a ton of answers for you all the time, right? I would have a lot of answers for offensive linemen. I don't have answers for you right here, all right? Because, A, I don't know what they're playing. It looks to me like they're playing man-to-man coverage, okay? We have no safety help in the middle of the field, but you look like you're anticipating safety help to me, okay? You're opening up like you have deep quarters right here, or deep thirds. We have nobody in the middle of the field. That's a problem. The other reason I think it's man-to-man coverage is because, well, they're in man-to-man coverage. They're playing good man leverage, right? Shoulders square, eyes on target. Your shoulders open, eyes on ball. So when this guy runs a post, no shit, it gets open. There ain't no surprise. You know what I mean? So I don't know what we're doing here. Now, what I do like is I like the tackle, okay? Because if we'll make this tackle, we're in real trouble, and it's a touchdown. I like the fact that you got him wrapped up and put down on the ground. Now, this next one ain't got nothing to do with you. It got everything to do with Josh Hoover because this is 3 years ago, and this dude's been doing this, all right? He has been out here ripping seeds like that for a while, okay? Jonathan, we're working double move over here. We're working Fox. We're trying to run the screen up the sideline, okay? We pump it. We peep it. We don't like it. We're all the way to the backside dig over here, all right? And we're going to hit this sucker right here in the middle of the field, and it looks absolutely slam closed. Look at that. As a corner, we got to drive on the football. We got to get a hand on the wide receiver. We got to break it up, all that good stuff. But sometimes you just got to be like, shit, quarterback pretty good. Quarterback pretty good. That's a window, ain't it? All right. Again, really, really hard to evaluate. Okay, really hard to evaluate, at least for me. They get to do it from a different film study standpoint. We have to watch full games. They get to watch these cut-up clips, get to watch him in man-to-man coverage, bump and run. Hey, what's he look like as a blitzer? All right, let's watch all of his run support clips. They get to build the profile totally different than what we get. So they obviously saw a whole lot more, right? And I think there are some previous relationships there as well. So a lot more information on their end than ours. I like what I see. I hope we get the best of him here in Athens. Hit that thumbs up button. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.